I'm Tim Barkley with Charleston Home and Design Magazine here at the 2011 Charleston Home and Design Show, talking with Jamy Cote with Acme Plumbing. How you doing, Jamy?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good, good. Tell everyone what Acme Plumbing is best known for.
Acme Plumbing is a residential, commercial plumbing and gas contractor, mostly doing high-end custom homes, but we also do 24-hour emergency service work, as well as any other renovation-type project that you would desire plumbing work.
Good deal. And I interviewed you for our radio show talking about a home a couple of months ago, and you had told me that you folks were now offering, I believe it was Saturday appointments without a Saturday rate, the Monday through Friday rate. Am I getting that right?
Yes, that's correct. We're offering regular weekday prices on Saturdays to help accommodate those customers that can't take off of work, don't have the time, or just can't schedule during the weekday. So we've been doing a couple of projects. It's pre-scheduled, but we do simple service work, for those customers that need it on the weekend. As long as it's pre-scheduled, then it's the same rate as your Monday through Friday rate. That's really helps keeps things convenient for homeowners. Yes, that's they're going to have to take off of work, so that means it's actually going to cost them more money than what they pay us. So in the long run, that's our goal, is to give quality work and actually try and help our customers save some money. Now, Jamy, Acme Plumbing was involved with one of the continuing education seminars that we offered to local architects at the Charleston Architect Symposium Friday at the Charleston Home and Design Show. And briefly tell our listeners, viewers, and readers about what the seminar was about and the architects' response to the seminar. Well, the seminar was in regards to the mandate that may someday be imposed that all new construction homes will have to have a residential fire suppression system in it. We have already done 4 projects in the state. We have more experience in these residential fire protection systems than any other plumbing contractor. We wanted to bring to them the truths about sprinklers, residential sprinkler systems, how they work, how they perform, get rid of some of the stigmatism that people believe that the sprinkler heads all go off in the entire house. That is not true. Only one activates at a time. If there's one activation, it's going to only flow about 8 gallons a minute versus the water stream from a fire truck, which is going to be about 125 gallons a minute. And we just wanted to educate them in how they can incorporate it into their designs, what type of aesthetics they're going to have with the covers, and want to just generally teach them that this is not something to be fearful of, but something we can incorporate in with trying to keep these homes safe. And what was the response from architects? I think that every person in the room really learned a lot about these sprinkler systems, how they work, how they perform, and I think before the seminar they didn't really have a clue. They didn't really have the background in it to make a determination either way, whether it's good or bad. And the architects mentioned that the seminar did run long, which is usually a bad thing, but in this case it was because they were asking so many questions. Yeah, they were asking a lot of questions. The code really goes into effect at some point. It's not a mandate yet, but because of the use of these lightweight construction products, the code for the sprinklers kind of goes with that code. And you can use these lightweight construction products, but the problem is that when they're introduced to fire, the flash ever point is much closer than with solid wood products. So if a fire started in the home, maybe at 3 minutes you might be at flashover with this lightweight construction products. In the old days, it might be 15 minutes before it got to a flashover stage. So that's why these two codes actually go hand in hand. And so I think there was a lot of confusion about that. And is this one of the residential sprinkler heads that we're seeing here? And would this fit flush against the ceiling? This would fit flush against the ceiling. Would be right here. At 125 degrees, this cover is going to deploy. At 155, there's a fusible link right there. That at 155 degrees, that fusible link will come down, and we'll get water flowing. 8 gallons a minute. And then when the fire department arrives there, they can shut the water off at the meter, and the fire will be extinguished. There's been 1 or 2 heads will activate to extinguish fire. 9 out of 10 fires one sprinkler head activates, fires out.
And this cover sits. You don't see the copper. All you see is the white, and it sits up flush against that ceiling. So I mean, it's so small. It's really it's smaller than a smoke detector.
Yeah, it really does fade away in the ceiling, and this will come in any Sherwin-Williams color. So not just your typical flat white. We can get it in any color Sherwin-Williams makes.
So it's not like when you walk into a retail store and you see those sprinkler heads that are exposed. These actually have a nice decorative cover and they're very small. I would say this is probably about 3 inches in diameter.
Yeah, approximately. Commercial systems cannot be compared to these types of systems. With these systems, there are no separate meter, there is no backflow device, there is no impact fee. In new construction, we're going to use it as a flow-through type system, whereas the same water that feeds the toilet, the same water is going to feed the sprinkler system. And it's just flowing through past the sprinkler head and then flushing the toilet. And
insurance rates are always going up, and so if you're able to tell your insurance company that you have one of these residential sprinkler systems, fire suppression systems in your house, you're going to save a lot of money on insurance.
Right. If you meet the minimum 13D requirement, that will be the code that will be in effect. That minimum requirement will give you up to 5% homeowners insurance reduction rate. If you do the entire home to include the other areas that aren't covered within the 13D code, it can be up to as much as 15%.
Tell everybody how they can get in touch with Acme Plumbing.
You can reach us at 843-324-5800, or you can reach us on the web at www.acmeplumbingllc.com.
Okay, we've been talking with Jamy Cote with Acme Plumbing here at the 2011 Charleston Home and Design Show. Thank you, Jamy.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Yep. Did a good job.